So guys, I shoot from the hip, and I met Curtis many years ago through fishing. And you get to meet a lot of people through your life, right? You meet a lot of people throughout those years that really kind of that pull in. When I met Curtis Colgate, it was fishing, right?
Yep.
And I met a man and a friend that I had really never met someone just like him. Someone who everyone thinks has it all, right? Someone who everybody admires or looks up to. I found a really, really, really fucking good guy who had a heart.
Yep.
And had the biggest heart and gratitude towards everybody in his life.
Amen.
And that was what attracted me to want to be his friend every day. And after that, when I realized the heart that was in this man, let me tell you what, I grabbed hold to it. And he likes to fish. And he loves it. He's got a passion for it, just like I have a passion for that fish. And it wasn't fake.
That you can't touch.
It wasn't not real. It was true. And so as our relationship grew, and as our relationship moved through the years, I started to look at Curtis going, brother, you gotta find something to tame this shit down. And then involved this beautiful one. And let me tell you now, the tears are gonna roll. Because I saw a man that I really cared about. And I saw the most genuine, one of the most genuine people I've ever met in my life. And I watched this beautiful woman off the Eastern Shore of Maryland walk in the door, who grew up with this beautiful man, Jim, who's a waterman his whole life. They come completely opposites into the spectrum. And they came and they met. And when I saw her walk through the door, when I saw that woman walk through the door, and I saw the look in his eyes, and I saw that camaraderie, and I saw that love, and I saw that she could keep his big ass down. I saw something that still, I knew right then. I said, Kurt, don't fuck this up. Don't you ever mess this up. Because I've seen a combination of a lot of things in my life. But that combination right there is the most beautiful thing that can ever happen. And you guys, don't ever quit holding hands. Don't ever quit being silly. Don't ever keep giving and fussing at each other the rest of your lives. And always forgive tomorrow morning. All right? I love you both. I'm here for the ride. And thank you.
First of all, I want to say I can't imagine being in a more beautiful place, and I can't even begin to show my gratitude for you two including us in your tribe. Tribes. Yes. Yeah, they're there. I met Susan 4 years ago, and it's honestly because of Curtis and Charles that we even met. We met at a fishing tournament, shocker. And at the time, Julia, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna embarrass you a little bit. At the time, my daughter was going through a difficult stage of childhood, and Susan and I met without even realizing that we had even met, and my daughter was being horrible, for lack of a better word. And all I could do was apologize to this beautiful lady laying next to me by the pool. I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And then that evening, I'm at the boat, and I knew Curtis's girlfriend was there, and I see the same woman laying next to the pool to me that I kept apologizing to, walking towards me with a very determined walk. And those of you that know Susan know her walk. So when she's walking towards me, I'm literally fearful I'm like, she's coming to let me have it because my daughter was so horrible. And that's how I met Susan. And I'm sure most of you noticed my daughter crying tonight when they were getting married. That night, my daughter unlatched herself from me and actually fell asleep. And that's how I knew that if my daughter could fall in love with someone so quickly, I knew that she was going to be someone in my heart. And then Curtis was another story. But so Susan and I had been friends for several months, and I'd only hung around the two of them together for just on a few occasions. But there was one occasion, and unfortunately Curtis was going through an illness, and it was during that I saw how much this woman was in love with this man. She was like, I knew she was in it for the long haul. I knew that no matter what, she was going to be there. And then,
Shut up. It's Julia's fault.
Just from our time being together, seeing how the two of them look at each other, and I kind of like that they fight like Charles and I do sometimes too. That makes me feel better. But I can't say enough about these two. I just can't. They mean the world to me. They're going to be in our lives for the rest of our lives. And Papa Jim.
Jim.
Senior Jim.
Senior Jim with the blonde hair.
Thank you so much for producing this beautiful child. And such a wonderful friend. And Jen, thank you so much for including us in your tribe as well.
I just want to thank a handful of people. One, Jim, thank you for saying please. Susan, thank you for saying yes. And on this exact same spot 15 months ago.
Yes.
I want to thank everybody here for making the leap and coming down here. Yeah, to Guatemala and to Casa Vieja. Yeah, this place is so special to me, and yeah, I can imagine a better place. And I know it was a big ask, but thank everyone who's here for coming down. And then I do have to thank David, Elisa, and the rest of the staff.
Kirsten.
And Kirsten, and for everything they've done. Because none of this would have been possible without them putting up with me the way she does sometimes. So.
And just to put it out there, if you're thinking about how wonderful this wedding is, this is the first and last wedding that's happening here. Just to say that for Elise. And she loves this, so this is it.